How the hell, man?
And Mr. Kujo,
Like,
I put all my money in
Seriously, bro.
Bitcoin and
that the
Ethereum.
other day. I've seen that coming though for a while.
Oh, this guy's
It was a good move. Good move.
this guy's tight for a couple of decades.
Also, the Biden
Shit.
when they give us.
That's more
I had a job at the time. I was like, fuck. Biden's giving me $1,000 free. My soul invest this, and I put a lot of it into Bitcoin.
You think their parents would put the bottles up there like that?
I did mostly
Bottles, that's
mostly
like,
Bitcoin, Ethereum. Hindsight.
Fees, like,
Cardano, ADA, Solana.
we're well on our way to being alcoholic.
To like lower print. But that being said, my Bitcoin, if you're like double, like 2x. Probably more than that.
Man.
Almost 5x.
Does the guy with the red hoodie has a literal Baphomet star on his hoodie, bro?
I know.
No, I've been holding for 5 years.
You see that shit, Carney?
Why?
All the
Why would I invested like lower than 50K. It went to 100. No, it's gonna go up.
What's your Yeah, I'm in Canada. Okay, so in 2024, 1 million people came into Canada from India. I'm like, we've only like, what, 25, 26 million people here? And 1 million just came in from India? Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. You got to talk to all the old white Canadians that allowed that to happen, right?
I'm not old white Canadian.
No, I wasn't talking about you. I'm saying all the old white Canadian politicians that allowed that to happen. You got to take that up with those guys.
I don't give a fuck what they're doing. I don't give a fuck what they say. I've been here for my people came here 500 years ago from over even.
There'll never be more Bitcoin made.
Fuck. You come over here once in a while, try to start some chimney school wood, hide out for a while.
Dude, you're fucking. That's the whole point of Bitcoin.
You can't mine Bitcoin.
I know there's lots of room here. I don't mind people coming over, but people coming over thinking your culture bullshit too.
Yeah, man, that's how it works. You can't have tacos and not expect the culture.
You got to explain to these people coming over here, this shit's not acceptable. This bullshit, the way you treat women, you don't deal with that bullshit here. Big holes and fucking there you go. So
that's the whole thing. So like they want to use computing power.
Orange boy can come over and think he's like I'm gonna take Greenland. I'm gonna make this is now going to be called the Gulf of Trump.
What's wrong with that though? Wouldn't you want to be a part of the biggest economy in the world?
Fuck, it's crashing. They're trying to.
Well, your guys' economy depends on us because you all live by the border.
While my economy is nothing. I got a garden. My economy.
No, I'm talking about Canada, right? Like the majority of Canada's population is on the border of the U.S.
You can, but it's harder.
That's right now. You realize there's a white coming, right?
Yeah,
big white.
Wow.
Whatever you call God. Like I don't know which monkey god you worship, but the real like architect of the whole situation does white stuff. You get white stuff full, like there's a big white coming. Like, I don't know. You know, some people are cratering and they're digging their holes and bullshit. Oh, they're getting all you guys to like buy into the latest meme coin. But I'm not stupid and I'm not worried about the white because the white's not coming for me. The white's coming.
Is he leaving again? Oh, I heard somebody say
lower.
Sure, you're short.
Your monkey god.
How's it going? You're short.
They're just different.
I'm so tired.
I'm short as a guy.
Branches of the same bullshit.
Oh, that's
sorry, dude. You're shorter than I.
Danny stream. These were upstairs.
Oh, holy shit! Some females showed up.
It's over.
Hats off, boys. Hats off, boys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Got some females in the room. I'm proud of you.
I picked this out especially for her because I thought
She gives unicorn.
Or your head's very sweating.
it's nice. That's possible.
That's why I said so well.
All right, what's going on? Oh, there's girls here.
We were just discussing that.
This comes from Ninu. Zena is actually a good human.
Now, when does the drinks come out?
Shut the fuck up. No, you have to count my head. If I
What's on her? Is that a unicorn on her head?
Oh, Nino, hot take.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot. A guy. Because really height's a big deal.
Okay.
Can you say your height in? So I'm 5'11".
Where's the music? Where's the music? Where's the
Shoes over
music?
here. Can I say my height in shoes?
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, okay. You get your bigger muscles, but I'm taller.
Okay. It depends on
Don't fight her,
your
buddy.
I'm so sorry.
Ooh. Hot take, damn. But I'm saying on the dating profile.
I don't know. I don't do dating apps.
Never.
Never.
Yeah, wow.
I don't touch it.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Discord. That's funny.
She's French.
Yeah, in France, you just go outside and
Anyway.
they're not weird about it.
Not really.
Anyway, this is.
But I was trying to ask.
French people are way more sexually.
All right.
I met a guy
Yeah.
and we dated for like a month.
He ain't wrong.
I'm just saying that you don't need it.
I'm bored with it too. All right. Where are we at on the subs? Guys, don't make me turn on slow mode.
Slow mode.
The chat hates it when if I really feel like I need to leverage. Oh yeah, and hit the like button too, please. If I feel like I really need to like pressure the chat to do something, I turn on slow mode in the chat. They hate that. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do slow mode.
41.
Watching 20-year-olds have fun is so boring nowadays. Yeah, been there, done that. I definitely had more fun than they would ever. I see. When I was 20, how old was I? When I was probably 26. The last time I went to a college party, and like it was super disappointing that I no longer enjoyed partying with college kids because they were all boring, they were all lame, they were all morons. Yeah, that's true. But they were drinking. They didn't even fill their beer pong cups with beer. They filled it with water and then took drinks out of their own beer.
Just to post it online.
Huh?
Is that weird? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, at what point did having a good time, not spending it in a kitchen or just enjoying the experience, engaging with each other as human beings, having fun, when did it transition into we need to post it on the internet or live stream it?
When everybody is a streamer and their relationship, they got to know each other even through YouTube. Like, if we all met up, like, I mean, I would absolutely expect to stream. That's how we met, right? It'd be like if we were golfers and we met golfing, and then would we expect to play golf next time we saw each other? Probably. Yeah, back when there wasn't cameras everywhere. Like, I feel like we sort of hit the sweet spot of not cameras everywhere.
But you got to think, like, back in the day before there was even Nokias or Motorola flip phone, what about the parties back then? Like, how many men were trifling and women were trifling back then, you know?
Probably a lot. People have always been some sort of suck. We have a romanticized ideal of the past. Sure, things are different, but like, I don't know. You seem to get hung up on things not being as they should be. Things are exactly as they should be. Things are exactly as they should be. They can't be any other way.
No, I've never said that's not the case. I only oppose the argument that things need to change with this is why things are changing, right? I'm never sitting here saying things shouldn't be the way they are. I'm actually saying this is exactly why things are the way they are. And that's the perspective that I have. But what I'm trying to state is I actually fantasize about the drive-in theaters and, drive-in burger joints.
Because you're sexually repressed. You never got hand jobs. You never watched Saving Silverman 18 times and didn't remember the movie.
We fucking go. You're telling me you would rather be in a Tesla live streaming to YouTube on the way to fucking wherever, as opposed to being in a V8 fucking Hemi in a fucking classic American car on the way to a trailhead to go take your dog on the mountain with your lady?
Fuck no.
Really?
I hate Teslas. Absolutely not.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. Don't you
Maybe
think
on my
people were
bike.
more alive back then, Flo?
I don't know why you worry about like why does this stuff stress you? You can do whatever you want with your life.
AI, right? AI, technology, the power dynamic shift, all of this anxiety and depression that people are seemingly having to deal with in the most advanced parts of the world, I think is a direct indication we need to go back to the basics, homie.
And thank you, Sarah, for repaying that. No, we don't. You get to do whatever you want. This is your life. You live your life exactly how you want to. If you want to go back to the basics, buy yourself an old car, wrench on that shit, take your woman and your dog, and go spend time licking peanut butter off each other at the mountain peak. But like, you don't get you have this option, but instead you're sitting here lamenting the thing. You're doing the thing you're lamenting instead of the thing you could be doing that you're it just. There's some sort of a disconnect here.
How though? Because if the survivability, the fight or flight concept is, I need 8 credit cards, I need a perfect FICO score, I need to make sure I can take care of everybody. That's what's keeping me from just being some Buddhist monk in a temple.
Go to sleep, and wake up tomorrow at about noon and put your wife in the fucking car and drive to a goddamn mountain. It's not hard.
No, that's Flo. That's exactly what I'm saying. We do it all the time, but we find peace in the trailhead more than anywhere else. So, that's what I'm trying to say. I think as a society, we're starting to be consumed by the very product we've bought, we've purchased.
Cares? Society's problems ain't yours. You just live
streamed a bunch of 20-plus-year-olds in a kitchen for 20 minutes.
Not a problem. They were having a good time.
So how can you say who cares? You care
about what? I don't care about them.
Oh, Flo. What?
I don't care.
But if I mention somebody you dislike, you put me backstage immediately. So
no, if you advertise and carry advertising water for somebody I don't like on my channel, then yeah, you can bring up whoever, but you just can't advertise for them.
Okay, so let me rephrase the question. Why did we even watch them? What was the point?
Just entertainment, just because it's wild. I don't have anything planned for the stream. I wasn't planning on doing the stream.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I was just asking, when you were that age, were you doing that? Were you recording yourself for the world to see?
I was doing similar. Well, Process, I think, is older than I think he is. I don't know how old they are. I've lived that life and done similar things like that for quite a long time. But I wasn't that. I looked better doing it. But no, I didn't
know. You don't know because you never live streamed it. So there you go.
I did never live stream it. In fact, I was pretty rigid most of my life about people not recording me. It wasn't until well, fuck it. They got me now that I loosened up. But no, I never would have. I was pretty careful about pictures, cameras, recordings, things like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was always so taboo, or, whoa, what is that? Is that a camera? Are you recording right now? And now it's just if you're not recording, something's off. If you're not streaming, something's off.
But I mean, that is how everything is. There's constantly change, but really some things just, they feel like they're changing, but nothing's ever new, if that makes sense. There's nothing new under the sun, as above, so below.
As above, so below. Ooh. You motherfucker.
Not planning is an amazing way to live your life. I agree.
That's true. What is it?
This is what I just saying. Why does it change everything? Why does it matter? Everything changes with time. Yep, that's what I was just saying.
Now, being spontaneous is great. Sometimes it costs more gas and money and headache that you want, but the whole point of being spontaneous is great, man. I love it.
The art of living is not, or the art of not giving a fuck.
Right. Okay, so that's what Buddha said, right? That's a layman's terms of what Buddha said. To live is to suffer. To live is to suffer. Not the art of not giving a fuck. Like you just gotta not give a fuck. So are you trying to? Okay. Are you trying to state that there's some of us, including myself, who just take life way more seriously than we ever need to?
No, there's some of you that haven't experienced enough hardships, and so you walk around with anxiety.
Oh, come on, dude.
I'm serious.
Like this is the internet. If I was to sit here and detail all of the hardships I've gone through,
I mean, I'm
all
not
of the
saying you
traumatic
haven't gone through
experiences-
shit in your life, but like, I don't know. Maybe I was saying that. I don't know what
Yeah,
you've gone
it's
through.
it's,
but
it's kind of assumptive, right? Like you and I
it's
are
very,
just
it's
different human
very,
beings.
it's very assumptive. Is it wrong?
I would argue I've had more of a trauma-based lifestyle here, trying to be a successful citizen and a patriotic American, proving
Yeah.
myself every day and still being criticized because of how I
But
look.
that's
As
what I'm,
opposed to you, Flo, who you just get to coast through it and fucking still have your opinion.
right. It's my white privilege. I have it. You don't get over it.
I didn't say that. You did.
That's fine.
But you just said I had a privileged life. I haven't had the trauma.
I didn't say it was privileged. I just said you're young. How old are you?
I'm 31, sir. I'll be 32 in a few months.
So okay. So yeah. I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you talking to Carney?
Carney. I'm talking to Carney. Like sometimes you just have to let your life has to just completely blow the fuck up, and then you can move forward without worrying about like the things that you worry about, right? Like trying to be an upstanding citizen, trying to be the things that you think that you're supposed to be.
Well, rock bottom is what makes us
There you
great. And I don't know if you and Carney were ever in a position where you guys had to justify your place here, right? But like I've been. I don't have to get into details. I'm sure you guys are smart enough to understand because of how I look, right? I was born in New York City. So it's just like the concept is it's a lot easier to get on with people who just treat you like you're a part of them as opposed to people who just showed up. It's not my choice that my parents migrated here. If I had a say in it, to be honest with you, I would have preferred to be in Punjab, even though it's way worse there. At least I'd be respected for who I am and what I look like. But this fact that I've had to live in this paradigm my whole life, and now I'm being criticized for not having a hard life because I'm trying to fit in.
It's not a criticism; it's an observation. You're taking it the wrong way.
No,
and
no,
it was
no,
a very
Flo.
and it was a
It's
very
yeah.
it was a very speculative one at that. I'll grant you that. I could be totally
Okay.
off.
Right.
But typically,
Because I'll tell you this, I didn't grow up in the streets. I haven't been.
Let me
tossed
put
in
it
and out of
this
jail
way. Let me
cells.
put it this way.
That's for sure.
When somebody, the concerns that you have, right? When I see somebody who's got the concerns about doing the things that they're supposed to do, it tells me that they haven't really fucked everything up yet, right? And there's freedom in fucking everything up.
Yeah, for sure. And I agree with you. I think rock bottom moments in our life are the most evolving moments. When we're at the worst place, when we're backed into a corner because of the mistakes we've made or just the unfair handshake life handed us, we're in a position where we can evolve. And that's the moment where we face adversity. And a lot of people, do well and a lot of people don't. And that's what differentiates success and failure. And that's just how I see the world.
And I think that
yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know that I think that life lets people fail.
Damn, I've done it too many times.
Well, I mean, I don't know that I view it as fail. I think that life will shove you back where it wants you to go, whether you like it or not, right? At least that's how it seems to me. If you get too far off wherever you're supposed to be, you'll get shoved right the fuck back to where you're.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Life will fucking shove you.
But that's the thing, Flo. Like, I have family in England, and they're super British. I have family in Australia, New Zealand, Germany. But America is uncanny in the sense that it's a melting pot. Like, in the United States, there's not any significant culture, or I guess outside of Christian and Anglo ethnicity and religion, there's really nothing. Like, nobody can sit there and go, this is America. Like, the definition of America is the diversity. It's the whole concept of different people get along and we can practice our religions, practice our freedom of speech, right?
Look,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, the American experience is uncanny in that regard because so many of us are just trying to be American.
Stop trying to be American so hard. It doesn't matter. It's not.
There
it's not
you
the
go.
big whoop.
There you go. This is what I'm saying. Why is it that the people that just showed up that want to be American are being blamed for being shell-shocked by the actual Americans who have lost what it means to be American?
Because it's too big it's a complex for you. Once you stop trying to be American, you'll then feel American. The fact that you're focused on the absence of it. So praying, for instance, right? The way that we're taught to pray, you pray, thanks for whatever generic thing you thank for, and then you ask for the things that you want. I think that's
no.
sort of
no.
No, you don't.
No, I just thank every day because every day is not given.
Mm.
Every day I wake up, I'm grateful. And the moment I walk outside, I feel the sun on my face. I thank God. And I
Okay, that's a
pray.
good attitude.
You know, I don't ask for anything, dude. I don't ask for anything
Well,
because being alive is enough. And it's hard. I didn't ask to be alive, but being alive is whoa. Like WOAH. It's indescribable. Whoa. You know? So that's how
like,
I look at it,
whoa.
Flo. But
Mm.
like let me ask you this, Flo.
Mm.
What is your definition of being an American? Teach me. Like I gotta learn this stuff, right? Like, because your family's been here longer than my family has. So
Hmm.
break it down for me.
I don't think that there is. I mean, like, there's no criteria. It's literally it's a legal status.
So you think that it's really just more about who's inside of the invisible lines, and that entitlement is what that means?
We were both born here, so we're both American citizens. I think that's what it means. I think that because you were raised with a different language and you are a first generation, you're staunchly aware of the fact that probably, I would assume, growing up, that when you went to school, it was a very different culture, language experience than when you're at home.
For sure.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
also understood that the livelihood, the living standard, the standard of safety, and all these things where my people come from is very different. And I think that's why Frenchmen, German, Polish people, Eastern European people, Croats, Russians, Indians, Chinese people, Koreans, Japanese, when we come here, we clearly understand how amazing it is to be here. And I think that's the disconnect. That's the disconnect.
You're more American than I am. The fact that you're second generation and you got all these little complexes, that's what makes you like the most American of all. But you're never gonna feel that way. You're never gonna feel American enough, but you're actually the most American of all.
Right, but Flo, the British-speaking founding fathers, right? George Washington, we like to think he was talking like a Texan. Oh, we're gonna beat these Brits. He didn't talk. He was talking like this, right? He was a British guy, so he was like, "Oh, mate, we're gonna go fight the British." That's how they talked. Our founding fathers fought against the British. We would have been a terrorist state if we lost the war, but we became a revolutionary nation. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the whole concept of this place is unlike anything else anywhere in the world. Like, it's just a place where you can come. And if you rock with the government, you can get somewhere. It doesn't matter who you are, what you believe in. And it's the only place in the world that offers that. When I go to court, if there's clients that can't speak English, we have over 140 translators on standby, if not through Zoom or in person. You can be some Azteca speaking person from Central America that got pulled over for a DUI and you don't even speak Spanish or English, and they find a translator for you that might be living in the middle parts of Mexico through Zoom that speaks Azteca, which is like a tribal language. I've seen it with my own eyes, Flo. And I can guarantee you there's no country in the world that can do that. Or if they can, they're not doing it. Like, I just don't see it now. Like, our court systems provide that for people from all around the world. So it's like, that's why I love it here so much. It's a beautiful concept that's, of course, not perfect, but it's the best we got. And I've been around enough to know that, and that's why I'm always, sucking the teats of Uncle Sam, I guess.
Let's see. I just ended the old poll. Who's in charge? Izzy or Resto? And where'd it go? 79% said Izzy is in charge. 20% said Resto is in charge. That's about what I expected. There's a new poll up. Is this motherfucker American enough? Salty Siren, your savagery never takes a day off. You are breathing kind of hard.
No, but that's what I'm saying, right? Snow. We talked, right? And I had a whole spurg on you, and that's like, I don't want to meet people like that, but this is the internet. I've been to India multiple times throughout my life. The most recent time was for my sister's marriage. When you land in Delhi, your family doesn't drive you to your village. You have to hire a professional driver because it's that insane there. There's dead dogs, dead bodies on the road, and it's the biggest democracy in the world. India is a very competitive fucking economy right now, but they have issues that are thousands of years old, something that we wouldn't even comprehend here because we're not even 300 years old. So like that's what I'm saying, Flo. It's the world is so complex. It's easy to just go fuck this place. That's all I'm saying.
Not. I mean, like,
Come
here's
on,
the
dude.
thing.
You live in Kansas City, bro. Missouri, Kansas. They call it the meat and potatoes of America where you live.
I've
You
literally
know?
never heard it called that. Never. I've heard it called a lot of things, but I've never heard that.
That's what they call it in the coast anyway. You guys are the meat and potatoes of America.
My dad's from LA. They don't call it that.
That's what I've been told. Alabama, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, these kind of West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. These kind of states are really examples of what this country was founded on. And in the coast, it's a luxurious kind of privileged environment with a lot of technology and education and money. And so you see that luxurious side of America. But when you come to, like, they call it the blue labor, the Bible Belt, when you come to that part of America, when you have the barbecue there, when you meet people, you assume that they are something, but you actually talk to them, you have a heart-to-heart conversation with them, you go, damn, this is what it means to be American. Like, these people are really here to die for their dirt. They don't care. There could be tornadoes, there could be hurricanes. They're not moving. They love it. You get what I'm saying? And we feel the same way about Punjab, but we didn't get that from the government there. So a lot of us are over here. And this is why I always feel heartfelt, Flow, for people that are immigrants, whether illegal or illegal. I genuinely believe we need a more, restricted situation in that regard, because we do have a very restrictive legal immigration process. I have family still waiting to get a visa since I was a fucking kid. And I'm like, hey, Mom, did they get their visa to come to Canada or America yet? Nope, they're still waiting. And then you hear about all these people just coming up here, right? So that's not for me to discuss, but I think there's a reason why that's happening. Like, this place is very special. And people that want to hate it here, it's ironic that you guys say I need to go back to where my family comes from, because I've actually traveled the third world. And the third world, you don't get to
nobody
call
has ever
911.
said that to you here.
No, somebody in the chat just did. They said he needs to go back to India for a week. So
Probably because you've been crying about it.
No, I'm trying to explain to you that there's a huge for you to sit here and use the internet and just be able to talk, and me talk to you, and we just bullshit every night is a level of luxury that most of the world doesn't have. If you make $35,000 a year, you're in the 1% of the world. In the United States, a $35,000. Yes, look it up. In the United States, a $35,000 USD salary is something a manager at McDonald's can make. You don't need an education for that. So when you're thinking about doctors in India, my dad was a pharmacist, went to medical school in India, came here to drive a taxi in New York.
A pharmacist, eh?
Yeah. So why would you leave a country where you're a fucking medical professional to drive a cab? It's because the difference in the value of the currency and the lifestyle. Now, you can have your opinions of why America is what it is, and I might agree with you.
You're absolutely right, though, about the currency. And, like, because I've got an economics degree, I'm very well aware of the central reserve currency thing. You just hit on something that's important. Like, people don't understand how much that is sustaining our lifestyle here. If we lost that, and then you saw all, because we're able to, as much as inflation has been a bitch the last few years, we're able to export most of our inflation.
Well, that's the thing with all the jobs, right? Like Flo, I was talking about this on your panel the other night. There's literal suicide nets around Nike workshops and Apple sweatshops, right? In China, you have child labor there. You have kids and adults that are jumping out of windows. They'd rather kill themselves than keep doing that for a penny a day, USD value. And they fall on these nets, and the security guards send them right back up to keep doing what the hell they're doing to manufacture the very products we buy. So it's like, I'm not going to sit here and be blind to all that. Like, I get it, dude. I'm very aware.
What good is dwelling in it to you or them?
I'm not dwelling in it at all. I think acknowledging it is the first step to fixing it. Like, if you just sit here and blame the donkey and the elephant syndrome, oh, it's the Republicans, oh, it's the Democrats, you're never going to understand that the corporatocracy is the people in charge. Right? It's not the politicians.
We're all part of that. If you have a 401k, any stocks, if you buy the products, we're all part of the system. People like to ignore the fact that we're all part of the New World Order.
But Flo, that's the problem. The majority of the people in the New World Order that have had family here that have been longer, they're clearly not spending or investing their assets well. most of their expenses go towards leisure and luxury, and therefore they're not able to
There's
elevate.
they're spending however they want to spend their assets is how they want to spend their assets, and that's the right way to spend it.
So why is there such a significant population in the United States that's complaining about immigrants that move here, and like 15 of them living or in one house working 2 jobs a day?
Because
then they
immigrants
own
get
gas stations or hotels or whatever,
immigrants
right?
get scapegoated by politicians.
No. Okay, we just talked about the difference in the currency valuation. So you're going to sit here and assume medical school professionals, legal professionals, scientists that are educated enough to understand you could be scapegoated by a politician would rather come here and live uncomfortably for 10 years so that they can invest all of their money into property, into business, and become
Does it give
middle-class
them
citizens?
does it give them a better life? Oh, shut up. Yes, of course they would.
Yeah, as opposed to India or did you know that in
Because
China before 92, if your father made a shoe, you had to make a shoe too? But after the year 1992, this country has been producing more production and evolution and career than ever. China has more cars than America times 5 now. People
what are
driving
you
cars there.
what is there an overall point we're going towards?
Yes, the
What is
point we're
it?
going towards is we had the best model in the world and we're starting to lose grip on it. Prove me wrong.
I don't have proof, but I haven't like tried to figure it out yet. But it does seem pretty good, all in all. But I think that our model of I think our form of government is overextended on a country this size. Representative democracy works great if you're dealing with small enough communities that you can actually deal with your representatives. But as it is now, they're just prostitutes, and so am I. What's going on? Did you motherfuckers glitch out?
No, I'm still here. I just, I fucking always do this, so I'm just shutting up for a bit.
Yeah, I'm still here too.
You don't gotta shut up. I was just trying to figure out where you're going with it.
I guess where I'm trying to go with it is, I think priorities are mixed up right now. And like you said, it's a shame that people that showed up yesterday are more patriotic than the people that started it.
No, it's not. It makes perfect sense.
Maybe so.
Let's see. Did you motherfuckers? Oh, should I? 482. 482. There's no way all of you watching right now. I'm sorry. There's 86 watching. I need 18 more subs to be monetized. Give me my 18. Give it now. Because slow mode is coming for you. No, don't do it. Don't slow mode us. Help.
Yeah, my buddy Fawful sat there and subscribed also.
Right on. I appreciate that. Slow mode is engaged in the chat. All right. I will be here. I will be here. I appreciate you. See, it already started working. Nah, you're lucky you're not blocked here. You're blocked on my other channel. The Nets story does seem a little bit, I don't know, something just sounds like off about that. It seems too sensational. If we could export inflation, why do we have it? So we can't export all of it. When you inflate something, when inflation, so they're trying to change the definition of inflation. Let's teach a little economics lesson. When inflation is a decrease in the value of each unit of currency, so dollar. The dollar gets cheaper because more of them are made. So every time we print more dollars, that's not more value getting created. That's more notes. So it just steals value out of existing dollar holders. So grandma's savings account gets pilfered whenever we print money. Since our country, since the US dollar is the world's central reserve currency, that means that through OPEC, all the oil exchanges globally have to be done in dollars. That's an arrangement we have with OPEC. Richard Nixon put it into place. For that reason, every country basically on the globe needs dollars. They need to buy dollars. They need to get dollars into their country that they can use. There's a demand for dollars abroad. We don't have a demand for like pesos. We don't have a demand for like yen or who knows what Madagascar's currency is, right? Like all these other countries' currencies, we don't have a demand for. We have no need for it, but they all have a need for ours. So since there's demand abroad for dollars, and since the dollar is the thing getting inflated when we print more dollars, we're able to take the inflation that like each dollar gets, let's say each dollar gets inflated by 10%. Well, a lot of those dollars we're able to sell out to other countries and to people abroad because there's a demand for it. Now, but not all of them. We still use dollars as well. So the ones that we have at home that we use, those do get some inflation, but not all of it. The majority of it, at least a big chunk of it, we're able to sell out to others. But if we lost our reserve currency status, not only would we not be able to sell off more of our inflation, but all the dollars that are circulating globally, they wouldn't need them anymore either. Those would all come home. So it'd be a double whammy. We get flooded back with dollars in a hurry.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why you have like the BRICS agreement with Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Like the petrodollar clearly has a chokehold on the economies of the world. But how do you feel about like Bitcoin and all this digital currency stuff? Like as much as we try to wrap our heads around it, it seems to be the next move for people to invest their currency values in, right? Like that's what everyone's talking about. It's either super risky or very important to do it now before it's too late.
I mean, that's not literally an export, right? Like nobody's buying inflation intentionally. It just comes with the dollar, and they need the dollar. So functionally, yes, it is exporting inflation. Let's see. Somebody said, do we need to just stop printing money? No, I mean, the way the Federal Reserve System works is the U.S. Treasury borrows all the currency from the Central Reserve Bank, and they borrow it at interest. So the first dollar lent into existence is owed back at interest. So $1.10, let's say. But that extra 10 cents that's owed doesn't actually exist in reality. So you have to borrow more to pay your interest payments. And the dollar is it's designed to be temporary. It will not last forever. It's impossible given the structure of it. And we're getting closer to the end of its life cycle than we are to the beginning of it, that's for sure.
Did I piss you off by asking you about Bitcoin?
No, not at all.
So because you're saying that and you used to work in the field of finance, like, do you think that digital currency is the next step? Or do you think it's just another tactic for people to rug pull?
I think that we are... Okay, you know what I mean. I don't give a fuck. You know what? Heidi, bounce him out of here for 24 hours, please. I think that all private cryptos they're gonna plummet to zero. All that's happening is that the Central Reserve banks are letting the private market figure out and set up a global infrastructure for tokens and coins. Once they feel like that infrastructure is set up enough, they're going to roll out a central bank digital currency, and then the private coins will plummet, and then shortly after that, they'll become illegal. They'll be demonized as only criminals use this shit. Blah blah blah. So the bottom's going to just fall straight all the way out of coins.
Do you think we should be more cash and gold heavy now than ever, or do you think that's just like another paranoid thing people are trying to tell us?
What's that?
Do you think we should be more cash heavy and gold heavy now than ever, or do you think that's just another like scare tactic people are using these days?
Cash is a bad way to store value.
Right.
I've silver was good to me. I mean, I sit in physical silver more than anything else. It's not it's not an investment, right? Silver and gold and shit, that's a hedge. You're trying to not lose money. You're not trying to make money. So it depends.
Right.
It really depends on your investor profile. You're young and you've got a good job and you can afford to have money in some riskier shit. You should be taking more risks financially.
Right. Which I don't.
But yeah, you should.
I love making payments on time though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Appeasing
yeah,
the
no.
banks, you know?
Yeah, it's comforting to have the bank account be cushy, but yeah, risks are good too. No, not men. I'm having you kicked mostly because well, you're banned all the way on the other channel because you're a snaky piece of shit. You know why you're banned, but any thoughts on this Trump coin that I just heard of? I don't know anything about it. I'm sure that it's trash. Brass and lead. Yeah. I used to, before I, decided to go to jail, I had a lot of guns. And I actually, guns are a great store of value as long as you don't have cops run up in your house and take them.
True with that, man. I know how it is.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm 4 people away. I need 4 subs. 4 more.
Dude, we got 77 people watching, dude. Come on, guys.
And if anybody came from my Facebook, man, come on, get that subscribe.
Yeah, guns are a great store of value. It used to be you used to be able to get on arms list and that was a listing site for guns basically because you can't do them on regular social media. But anymore, last time I looked around there, it just seemed really sketchy. I would actually, it might make a comeback under Trump, but under Biden's ATF was out of control.
Yeah. The whole political thing is so crazy right now. I always say, and it pisses people off when I say it, but Trump is literally a symptom of the disease of corruption in our political infrastructure. Like somebody like Donald Trump, who was interviewed by Oprah in the early 90s about running for president, saying he doesn't have an interest in it. And then all these years later, he does it, and the celebrity aspect of it, gets him there, and all the opinions you have about it, sure. But it would have never happened. It would have never happened if the politicians in place just did their jobs correctly, folks. Like,
yes,
you have to understand, like, Trump is a symptom of the disease. Like, he's not the disease.
No, he's part of the
him.
disease. He's part of the disease.
I think he's a symptom. Like, if you're a smoker,
we made it. We're a 501.
When you hear the sirens or anti-aircraft guns, you must get under cover at once. Take cover at once, but there's no need to rush. If you take things quietly, you will prevent panic in others. You must not stand staring up at the sky. That's the most dangerous thing to do. If you're within 5 minutes of your home, go home, but keep away from the window. Get off the main road, leave it clear for the defense services. For the same reason, park as near to the curb as possible. If you're in the open with no cover, lie down, preferably in a ditch. Never forget to carry your gas mask. Always remember to see that your blackout is as black as silk.
Very
Awesome.
nicely done. Congratulations, gentlemen. Nightish, I see you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you who sub. But you see what slow mode does? I was hands off it. I left people alone the whole fucking night. Really for like 3 days. I put slow mode on for 15 fucking minutes. It's done. All right, well, good job. Now that we've achieved one goal, we've got to get on to the next. Bring me some money.
Maybe you need to donate.
I'm just kidding. You guys can take a break.
This is like a business, bro, right?
Obey.
Yeah, this is my main source of income.
It's a foundation. Shout out to Sarah. I feel like Sarah lays that down the best for everybody.
Sarah's good. Sarah's good at what she does. She's not been doing this very long, and she's about to blast right past me. Of course, she's better looking, and she handles things smarter than I do.
Are you being a red pillar, sir?
No, that's definitely not red pill. Welcome 500.
Oh shit!
You said you needed 4. I only had 3, so I gave you the 3.
Well, you're a gentleman, a scholar. I'll take what you give, and I'm at 503 now. Nice.
Now you just got to get the watch hours for it to get monetized.
So you know how I don't know if you remember watch hours run. So it's showing my watch hours as of the 14th. Watch hours run behind. I've got enough watch hours. They just haven't all accrued yet. So I just got to wait another day or two for all the watch hours to hit, and I'm good to go.
Can I just say, Nightish, I had a nightmare last night. I'm not even lying. I was in the octagon. No, I mean, I guess I was in the octagon, you know, the UFC, and I was fighting, dude. And I was doing something wrong, and I heard you in the back, like through the cage as my coach going, Habib, get your shit together. Like, I'm telling you, you called me Habib so many times last night. It showed up in my dream, bro.
That's because Flo don't put your name up.
It's just AJ. You guys can call me AJ. I get it. A lot of people don't believe in God. I just say God is real. Well, you know, Nightish, you know how it is with the Punjabis. I say God is real because I think you guys are all God, bro. And I love you guys, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'm a brainwashed weirdo, right? Like Flo makes great points about the church and how you're raised to be submissive and all that, yada yada. But I'm a student of everybody's perspective. At the same time, I'm vehemently fighting for God being real, you know?
I just need Flo to get on these his skits. I think it's one Stop Being a Fag. Is that the one? Stop fagging out. One of those. It's one of those two. He doesn't get it right.
That one's used up and worn out.
Damn, bro. When did being like nice become like lame, bro? When did that shit become
always?
Lame,
it's always been lame. It's always been lame. It's always been boring. Nightish, tell him how it is.
The world is very dangerous. And we're really animals, and nobody really likes anybody. Mm-hmm. And the fact that we sit around and act like, you know, we love each other. And what's your boy name that be with Paul? The one that said, God's everywhere. It's in the
Jack.
Miss, I can't be Talcott, brother.
I feel you. Let me tell you this.
Just praise God, man. Fucking praise God. God is so amazing. The sun, the nature, the earth, water, the way words work, the way knowledge works, the way love feels. God. Praise God, man.
This is what I'm saying.
I can't wait till he gets his coat.
I keep begging you guys to just type in the 4 letters SIKH, right? Just look us up. It's war through love, protection, killing people that are willing to hurt.
War is true.
Flo, wait. Look, Yeshua ben Yosef, right? You guys call him Jesus Christ. His name was Yeshua ben Yosef because they spoke, you know, Aramaic, right? That was the language they spoke. Aramaic. So that man was super nice and he got crucified. But all the prophecies.
He was super nice when he went up there against those people. That was the money lenders and whatever else.
Just real quick, brother.
I thought he was a revolutionary.
All the prophecies state when the dude comes back, it's gonna be with a sword, fam. It's war. He gave you guys a chance.
I'm not worried about him. I'm just not.
No. My argument is don't mistake someone being kind as weakness, because that kindness comes with the confidence of absolute power. I don't have to be mean and create enemies, because if we're going to war, I'm gonna kill you. So I'd rather be nice. The greatest martial artists, like Bruce Lee, like Muhammad Ali, they real quick, they stated the last option is violence. Go through every avenue before you have to pick up the sword. Go ahead,
AJ, I want to ask you a question. Was he kind and gentle to the moneylenders?
Well, that's kind of a speculation question. What do you mean? Like the bankers of the time?
Yeah. It's a part in that Bible, right? The Torah, where he went and dealt with the moneylenders. Was he kind in there?
Oh, in the Kabbalah and the Torah, the stories are different about him. But we don't want to talk about the Jewish religion. So if you want to talk about how he treated the bankers, though, there's stories of him hanging out with the lepers and the prostitutes, and the people in the nice homes that were the lenders came down to him and accused him and claimed he was a false prophet for hanging out with such trash. And his response was, I would rather hang out with these who wear their heart on their sleeves than those who hide behind closed doors and hidden curtains.
I know about that.
Right?
I know about that, but I'm specifically...
That's layman's term, Flo. That's layman's term, because if you look at the Torah, the Kabbalah, the Quran, and the Old Testament, the King James Version, that is exactly what he said. He said, you want to come down here and judge these people who are struggling? I'd rather be with them because they're authentic enough to show themselves. As you sit there hiding behind your cloths and your richness, I don't know what you're up to. And Flo, if you're going to sit here and tell me human trafficking, endless war isn't becoming of these people in those homes, in those robes, come on, bro.
What I'm saying is that there's lots of
what did he do to those people? He was not nice to those people, right or wrong?
You're right. I'm wrong. You're right.
Right. That's all I'm saying. He wasn't always nice, and there was no reason to always be nice.
Yeah, but Brother Nitish, I'm
and
not
it's
the son
also
of God.
the thing about a rich man, chances of getting to heaven is the chances of something about getting through the eye of a needle, right?
Yes, sir. Kinky. But Brother Nitish, I'm not the son of God. I'm not a Hebrew Israelite telling people, I'm the real chosen
one. I'm not either.
You know? Right. So
you just having a conversation. That's all.
Right.
You said
brother,
something about it being nice all the time.
I'm willing to put myself out there for people to judge as a form of naivety and nicety. Like, I'm being nice to you guys, but don't take that as a form of weakness. Because if we meet up face to face in real life and you got a problem, we could go toe to toe all day, right? You might shoot better than me, you might throw hands better than me, but there's never going to be a day. There's never going to be a day where this bald Indian nigga's not ready to throw down and go to war.
And I fuck better than you.
Hey, wait.
You might, but it's goofy. It's goofy that insecure men take nice men as a sign of weakness.
Nigga word one time, AJ.
Hey, Brother Nitish, we're nice because we know how to fuck shit up, bro. That's all I'm trying to tell you. It's easier to be nice.
You know
than to
that everybody says that.
It's easier to be nice. It's easier to be nice than to shred you up.
Everybody says that.
It's easier to be nice, Brother Nitish. It's easier to be nice than to slice it up.
Watch it.
Habib, do you know that everybody says that? The next time I come to your 7-Eleven, I better get a Slurpee. For free.
I'm going to need you, Habib, I'm going to need you to read the TOS terms of service for this shit, because you're up here way too much to not have any idea what the fucking rules are.
Subjective state.
Oh, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. The debate earlier was whether or not morality is subjective. Which, of course, it is.
So, Carney ride. How much meth?
A lot of pain pills, man.
Just pain pills?
No recovering automatic.
That ain't nothing.
A lot of everything. Been there, done that. Had the t-shirt, ripped it up after it worn out, and used it as a shop rag.
I can dig that analogy.
I wear my sunglasses at night so I can.
Damn it, I forgot my password to this shit.
And I have to.
Got it. Nice. What are we doing? Are you streaming?
Nah, I think I'm gonna go to bed, man.
I'm ready for bed too.
I didn't argue with so many people tonight. I think I done met my quota. I'm drinking fucking whiskey and wine.
Yeah. Well, you don't seem very drunk.
And I was just threatened by a fucking Habib, and I'm 55. Can I
know.
rest in my wheelchair in
I was
peace?
just about to apply for monetization, and he's up here like with his little violence things. Fucking crazy, man. All right, you want to chill anything? No shills. Going once. You know what? I'm gonna drop you guys' links for good measure. And let me get Nightish's.
Hey, Carney Ride, what you showing over there at your channel?
It's just a little bit of everything. I've been jumping on another show here and there, and just tying in. But a lot of it has to do with like my club and stuff like that. So
Okay, we'll
go
personal stuff once Flo dropped the link.
Yeah, and here comes Nightish. Here comes Nightish. All right, you guys have any final words? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm sorry. As a disclaimer, YouTube, Flo, you can clip this. I was the one stating those things. It was all in passionate debate. I did not mean any of the things.
Don't fag out. Let me see. I don't see it.
Should I like yell in my mic?
Are we not Mandis' channel?
Are we not Mandis over on his channel because he got kicked out of mine?
This is Carney Ride's channel.
Here I'll put Carney's link in the back.
Okay.
All right, there's Carney.
Okay.
And Carney, here's Nightish. Y'all can sub up to each other, rub tips, do whatever the fuck you want.
So Carney is streaming at the same time you're sharing the stream?
He's restreaming me.
Okay, because I'm looking at him. All right. I got it.
All right. Nightish, tell the people something or I'm kicking out. 5, 4, 3.
Hit fucking Flo's Cash App.
And hit Nightish's later. Let's see. You're up. Tell the people something.
Like, subscribe to Flo. Check him out. He's got the Cash App. He's got PayPal. Hit him up.
Okay, let's try this the fuck again. Say something to people that's not a TOS violation.
Sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry, Flo. I was just passionately talking shit.
I understand. You're a passionate man. You really got to read the terms of service.
I'll do that.
Damn, I hate these cigarettes go out. Thank you for helping me get the monetization numbers up. I promise you, when I make it rich, I will probably forget all about you as I step on your head, climbing the ladder to success. What did Mrs. Flo just send me? It's some Vedic astrology shit. Nice. I can't raid you guys anywhere. I don't have enough subs yet. I think you need to have 1,000 to raid. I'll double check on that. But I am going to end the stream. Let me see if who's on. The Machine Lies is on. Go to the Machine Lies here. I'll drop a link. Oh shit! You know what? I might run over to Machine Lies for a minute because Benjamin's over there and so is Hank. Go here. Go there. Go. I'm going there too. Come on, guys. Get out of here. Let me play you a little outro song while you leave. Go away. Stop fagging out.
Stop fagging out.